back. Yes, it snowed again here. We're back on the wagon project. The Vauxhall Victor has gone on to a new home. And I think I remember reading or hearing from somebody that if you're working on a restoration like this, maybe you should start out with the best car you can afford. Yeah. So we are on the floor pans and rocker panels, welding them together so that I can put the frame and the chassis together. I want to put it in the garage so I can work on it in this winter's wonderland. So let's take a look inside the front seat. It's a mess in here. Shutting down. With a fresh battery. So, this cross brace, one of the only differences between the floor pan I have, which is from a 92 or so. You can see it here. It is narrower than the that all in one piece. For stability purposes, it's underneath here and you can't quite see it. This has been placed in place. However, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff just dumped inside of the car, which we're going to work on getting that moved around. Seats, I think they're, see them under there, but the sliders are quite rusty. So we want to get the floor pan and the seat sliders to match up. And this piece here is, like I said, it's about an inch wider, and the existing one is quite a bit rustier than what's in there. So we're going to work on that as well. Cover it up for the day. So we got the front seats out. We're going to go back here. This is all the wiring from the front of the car. Continues on. I don't want to cut it, but here's a kind of a shot floor pan that we're about to splice in. This is from like a 94 Crown Vic. They tell me it's a little bit different as far as seat placement, perhaps. Looking at everything, it does look very similar to what's underneath here. It's got to be obviously trimmed to size. However, you can see that's about 4.5 wide. And here, we're looking at about 3.5 wide. So, that being is what it is kind of thing. I want to get rid of this guy, but I want to keep the one piece that goes all the way across. Goes underneath here. You can see it here because it's floating around underneath here somewhere, along with a leaf. So I guess we're going to have to maybe drill out all these spot welds in here as well. Lift up this entire piece, put the floor pans in, made it up to the tunnel, and then put that piece in. Trim everything to size. We've got lots of extra space and lots of extra cutoff. Kind of like a death trap, some of these pieces like that one there. And then cutting it all up to match up with the floor pan as well. Broke off a bolt inside of here, so that's going to make life interesting. And who cares about the color? It's all going to get covered with carpet eventually. But the floor was so bad, and replacing it in one piece I thought was probably a better idea. Besides, when I'm a cheap Scot, junkyard would charge me for one piece and two piece, same price as one piece if I did the whole thing. So it was easier for me just to cut it all out in one shot with a few Sawzall blades. So let's take this show inside where it's a little warmer. I'll put the wiring bundle of snakes back in the car. So yeah, filled all the spot welds. Started cleaning out what's going on underneath it. Drilled right through a couple of them by mistake. Can't for the life of me figure out why this is. The seat actually goes, the stud is there, and the study. So, inside, you'll kind of see I've been working on this side. I accidentally got these mixed up because of the transmission tunnel. I got this one ready. I'm meant to be doing the driver's side. This is the passenger side. So doesn't matter. Eventually, it's got to get all done. So you can see what's happened here. Spot weld cutter has served me with, Pete's sake, low battery again? Can't be. It's a brand new battery. Changing cameras. So yeah, this piece here, plan is clean it up, weld up any holes that may have gone all the way through in error, and for example, those ones there. Some of them I think were already here, or supposed to be here, and this piece is going to probably go up from underneath, or I'm going to take that cross member piece here from the car, drill out all the spot welds, and then just set it right over top of it in one piece. So that's where we're at with the floor pan fittage. It's drilling out spot welds in my future. Bought a couple of Amazon spot weld cutters, and we'll see how they work compared to the Princess Auto / Harbor Freight units. I've been doing some shopping in my trips for the Vauxhall for parts. I was able to find, despite the fact it's got broken glass, this is a sail mirror for the passenger side. And with the remote, oh yeah, nice, right in the seat, that doesn't matter. They got their remote cable mount, but to put this in my car, I'm gonna have to change the glass. There's a piece that's got the glass cut at a bit of an angle, then there's a bracket that goes inside the frame, the door frame. So I'm gonna have to go back in the snow and find that one and probably overpay for it because that's what I do. Speaking of junkyard finds, it's not like I can just go to Princess Auto or any parts store and just pick up, like, for example, this guy right here. This is one fine tailgate to go with my car. I do not have the light covers. I don't have the light fixtures. My car is actually buckled in, and I used a slide hammer and crudely pulled it out. This came off in 1990, so it has, turning my camera. They have the third brake light, which I do not have, which is going to be welded in. Nice hinges. It operated in both configurations, the swing door and the drop down. So I do know that it's in good condition as far as working. You can't see it, of course, but the glass is on the inside. There's another video I'll add on here of us making a special trip out to Edmonton for this part. So stay tuned for that coming at the end of this video, or I'll blend it into the video or something along those lines. So this is my winter project. Brought the seats in so I have more room to work. Apparently birds like my seat in the car. It's funny that they got in there. I will definitely going to be looking out for some leather seats. I've seen them on occasion. They don't last very long, and I always want this reddish burgundy color. I don't know if it's really can be seen here, but the driver's side has got the real gangster lean. I think Grandpa was a little on the hefty side, pushing back on it. I'd love to have power seats. It has like the recliner, but it's not a power seat in any way. So they're really not that bad a shape. They're definitely workable. It's got a rip here. The piping is all cracked and broken. So they will do for now, but they are going to be gone once I can track down some leather seats. So for today, that's it. We'll come back with hopefully a little more progress on the two floor pans. I want to get the floor pans welded in first. I want to get this cross piece, not this one, but from the other car. I want this all welded in first. It's going to have to attach to, this side here is going to have to attach to the rocker panel. So I think I've cut off enough. Here's one right here, example. I think I cut off enough material that I can overlay them on top of each other and then weld them like a lap joint rather than trying to butt it up, because I'll never get that lined up. There's too much rope. So So that here, hope to overlap or underlap, probably overlap because there's a lot of, looks like seam sealer underneath here from the factory. And grind it, weld it, seam seal it, and some bed liner, especially underneath. So that's it for today. We'll come back when we made a little more progress and maybe it's not quite so cold out there. Cheers. So why is a guy from Calgary making a 300-kilometer trip, 3 hours north? That's why. Let's go inside and see what we're looking for. So here's what we're looking for. This is a 1990 Mercury, what would we be, Colony Park? Fuel injected 302 station wagon. And what we're really after is this rear tailgate. Looks to be in good condition. A big shout out to Ron from Shortcut Garage who did a pre-scout for me on this one here. So let's do a walk around here, accompanied with the lovely and talented Tammy. Say hello, Tammy.
Hi.
She's kind of shy, which is fine. Oh, it's wonderful. Dark brown, too bad the back seats are roached on top. Leather interior, which would normally be wonderful, except for this. The seats are in terrible condition. What are we looking for here now? Let's see if we have keys. It's a brown interior, kind of after like a burgundy or reddish color. Bummer. So really hoping there'll be keys in it. Anyways. Well, let's get to work on it, all right?
Ready.
Close the door.
Yeah, I'm going. Yep. Yep. And the glass is down. Yes.
20 volt DeWalt and a couple of jumpers, and the glass is down. That's okay. Great success. As you can see, we now have ourselves a tailgate. Wasn't too much of a difficulty. If you want to take a look inside, yeah, a little butchery because the bolts have to be accessed from the spare tool holder. And that is, yeah, maybe broke a piece or two to get it out. However, they're brittle as can be and they're chalky, so those parts aren't any good. This, great success. Thanks to my wife, Tammy. She was a great help, by the way. I highly recommend you bring your wives to the junkyard. They'll love it.